Alright, so this week we're going to be talking about Fresh Out the Fryer, which is, as you know, our segment that's all about new, crisp and tasty games. So there's a couple of betas this week that have been out and that we've been playing. Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, brand new upcoming games, exciting games, big games.
Yes.
You played Call of Duty.
I did. I thought you were
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I didn't play much. This is kind of a review by panel because I have a few friends who played and I played a little bit, so I thought I'd just give some of the first impressions that I've heard about it. I really liked it. I should preface by saying I'm not a huge Call of Duty player. No one would have guessed that, I'm sure.
Have you played many of the others?
Yeah, so I played Black Ops 2, a little bit of it, and I played Advanced Warfare, obviously. But I wouldn't call myself just some, like when I feel like it. Also a bit of Ghosts, actually. That wasn't that good, didn't like it.
So you played pretty much all.
Every iteration.
I feel like it's a gaming thing though, where it's like a sampling. So it's
Right.
like
So you never said
So you haven't seen
I have not put millions of hours into these games.
Do you play through the stories?
Any
No, so
campaigns?
this is the
Yeah.
other thing. I do not enjoy Call of Duty's campaign.
Right, so it's just multiplayer.
She wants to kill real people.
I just want to
Wow.
like mess around and shoot some people. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's
All I want.
the best way to play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I want from Call of Duty. So, I really liked this one. We were talking about this before, and I would definitely say there's a whole lot of parallels that can be drawn to Titanfall for sure. You know, you've got the wall running going on, and you've got this kind of like boosted jump scenario, and lots of things that really remind me of that Titanfall type gameplay, which is pretty cool. And as a couple of my friends have been saying, the engine is really nice. Like, you know, if the gameplay looks awesome, it's definitely a next-gen Call of Duty game. It looks really great, plays really nicely. I don't know if there's much.
Is it a next gen Call of Duty game? Is it only available on Xbox
Oh,
One
that's a
and
good
PS4?
question, actually. Don't know. This beta that I've been playing this weekend was only Xbox One.
You'd really hope so by now, like this deep into like the current generation, that they'd stop holding the games back by also.
But
having
this
them
is
developed for-
Activision. This is
I was
like,
going to
And
say
it's Call of
mass
Duty,
market.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to hit everyone.
they make their money on selling millions
know.
of millions of units, so it
Yeah.
makes sense that it would be on both.
Yeah.
But I didn't play the beta this weekend, but I have. We watched the demo at E3, and it looks great.
Yeah, it does look great.
Yeah, I love that Titanfall style gameplay, that fast moving, wall running,
And it does feel much more like intuitive. Like, some of the stuff that they throw into these previous Call of Duty versions has been really like futuristic and out there, and not something that you kind of you got less immersed in the game because of the strange shit that was happening. And although you can like run along walls and slightly boost jump in this, it feels more
it's sci-fi.
real. But kind of more realistically.
I mean, the last one they brought out, Modern Warfare, what was it? What was the last one they did? Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a realistic take on sci-fi.
Right.
And I don't know if there's an actual market for a realistic sci-fi.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like, but once you start,
That did well, didn't it?
Yeah. Apparently the story was good and things.
Yeah,
I don't know if it sold as well as other games.
Everybody hated the exosuit.
Yeah, I
apparently.
don't know that lots of people.
I like it.
I didn't. People I know didn't enjoy it
Oh yeah.
that much. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Meh.
I
It's not hard to get excited
played
about.
the crap out of the first Black Ops. I loved that.
I'd never played.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I hadn't played one since I got Modern Warfare 3, and I was kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
What I saw at E3 with Black Ops 3, made me want to buy that game.
Yeah.
And I think they've
Will
taken.
you buy this game?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
And part of that is because I love the fact that they've gone with a co-op story mode.
Oh,
In fact,
yeah, I
it's
didn't know
like
that.
it's like
That's
one.
cool.
Not
I think
many
it's
of
1
those
to
left.
4 people.
Yeah.
1 to
That's
4
cool.
players, and you play through the story mode as like a team.
I can
And
imagine doing that.
it's not on rails either. Like
Yeah.
a lot of what the Call of Duty story has been before has been,
Big time.
follow
Yeah.
the target,
Yeah.
do this. It looks like you're thrown into what is a relatively open map, like a war zone, and you've just got to fight that
That's
war
cool.
and then move on.
Is it a different story from the main story though, or is it the same story?
I've no idea what the actual plot is.
There's a lot of games recently that are just like, here's the main story, you can play through it single player, it's cool, but then they make this co-op campaign. It's like,
Yeah,
why
see,
can't I
that's
do the main-
Yeah.
a little bit fuzzy. Someone out there might know a bit more about that
Yeah.
than me. To me, it came across when they demoed it like the main story was co-op. I might be
what we
wrong,
want.
but I think that like that's why I was excited.
Yeah.
If that's not the case, then it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
But I'm sure someone will know.
Okay.
Also, I've been watching some of T. Martin's videos, and apparently the competitive side for Black Ops 3 is a lot better from Advanced Warfighter for things, especially things like pistols. Because apparently all the pistols in Advanced Warfare, or some of the other ones, were just really underpowered, and now it's viable to swap out if you've wasted your clip on your main weapon, you can swap out to the pistol. It's actually really good.
I was actually going to say, I
Save
saw
your
a
ass.
really big increase in pistol usage, I feel, during my beta time. I don't know, I've never seen that many pistols being used in Call of Duty before.
Yeah.
Now,
So.
just to clear
Also, they
something
changed
up.
the meleeing, which is really weird.
Oh, really? What do they do?
It's really strange. So, like, it used to be like if you hit someone with your knife, they would die.
Yeah.
Like, if you were in the general vicinity
Yeah,
of them,
yeah.
and like knife them, they would die. It's now like you hit them with the back of your gun,
Oh,
and you
like
have to
Halo.
aim that stuff.
Yeah. But
So
Oh,
you
right.
need to
That's
sort
always
of-
been people are quite dark about that in Call of Duty. The fact that you can put 3 or 4 bullets into someone and they just slice
There's
through the knife and there's
nothing,
death.
Yeah.
nothing more satisfying
Yeah.
in like Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty of just knifing someone. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
good.
it
But
is
you
good.
up close and personal, you're taking them
Yeah.
out. That's so
good example of a
satisfying.
game mechanic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not based
So
on
that's
the-
gone.
The fact that it annoys people just makes me enjoy it that much more.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't like the idea of hitting someone with my gun and they're suddenly dead. I
They're
don't
not
see that
suddenly
as
dead,
a...
that's the
That,
problem.
I
Oh,
like
so it's
that.
just some
You don't
It's
hit
damage.
like
them, like,
damage. That's
twice.
the same way
Yeah.
Halo does.
Okay,
it,
that's
right? It's
good.
like,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah,
your shields
that
are
didn't
down.
make sense to me, especially like all the overshields and stuff. You're hitting a grunt. Oh, they fell over. Sure. Okay.
I'm just going to pull things back a minute. Did you just say you watched a video from T. Martin?
Yeah.
That's
Just
not
also
you.
your name.
That's
It's not me. No.
I was
I
watching
am
my own
Theo
video.
Martin. It's weird. We found this guy, T Martin, who's just he's a COD YouTuber, and he does I think a bunch of other channels as well. And he's really cool to listen to. He recently just moved, and he's doing all these new Call of Duty vids and things for Black Ops 3. It's really entertaining to watch and really informative as well, rather than just watching someone go through gameplay or talk about the guns or something.
and it's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not me.
Is it you in disguise?
He's got it on the camera. It's just makeup.
You've just been watching your own videos.
Bit of gel. I learned something from me today.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on.
And the other, the big beta that came out this weekend that's still on currently is the Street Fighter V beta.
Yeah.
This is the kind of the makeup beta from when they tried to do it and it failed miserably.
We talked about that recently as well.
Yeah, that's right.
It
It
was
About
tried-
how it
actually
got pulled.
impossible
Yeah.
to get on.
Yeah.
So it must have been about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
About a month ago. They had the beta. They released it, and no one could get onto the server, and they pulled it down again. Now they've gone back up. It seems like everyone can play. I had no problem jumping in and getting into. They put you in training mode first, where it's just like you versus computer that does nothing.
Yeah.
And then at random times they'll just match you online with another player.
Right.
It's definitely.
So you don't have control over who you're playing.
No.
Alright.
No, it's definitely a server test. There's no
Right.
features in the game. There's no two player. There's no
Right.
There's no tutorial. There's nothing like that. So it's testing the servers, and it's really only for people that have played Street Fighter in the past, because jumping in there and not having played Street Fighter before, you're going to go online with the hardcore people, and you're not going to have much of a chance.
So it sounds like a proper beta.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these other public betas that come out, it feels like it's more of a demo
That's it.
than a beta. This sounds like it is actually a beta.
It's definitely it's just a server load test.
Yeah.
It's just to test the online code, and to see how that's all going. I guess, and they can make changes to that.
Can you pick characters, or do you just get
there's
given
6
a character?
characters.
Oh,
Okay.
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, that is quite a few.
No, so 6 characters. No features other than play someone online.
It's really
somewhere else
exciting
in the
though,
world.
where they set it up. It's like you're playing that training mode and every now and then it's just like Challenger appear.
Ah,
And
that's
you're watching
cool.
it, we're going, ah!
So
That's cool,
that's really
actually.
cool for the people that are into Street Fighter and know how to
Yeah,
play. But I just want to sit there in practice mode.
Yeah,
and actually
yeah.
learn
So you
how to-
literally
get the practice
can't
mode.
stay in
No,
there?
you
Yeah.
can't stay in practice mode.
Right.
It's like
That would be
they're like,
annoying.
we've invited you to our beta. You must play online. And that's fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah. So that's I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I liked it. I really like the art style.
All of them are waterbenders.
They are
At the end
very
of
interesting.
everything.
Yeah,
It's just like
really?
this little
That's
watery
interesting.
thing. Like before they had the ink, I think Street Fighter 4
Yeah,
they had
yeah, I
now
remember
they've
the
got
ink.
water particles.
Okay.
It's
And
kinda cool.
how's the experience been?
It's been varied.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if it's because they just opened up like all service worldwide, because I got matched with people in the States, people in New Zealand, and
How do you know where they're from? Does it have a little flag?
Yeah, it has
or
a little
something?
flag. Flags are really good for knowing where people are from.
Oof.
Inside jokes. And the experience varied very significantly, and not even based on country. I think I played 2 people from New Zealand. One was really good, no lag. The other one was unplayable, which I was really dark about because they were a beginner also, and I thought I had a chance to win that one.
Yeah.
And
someone joined on with dial-up or something.
yeah, that's it. And it was you'd be there and then teleport somewhere.
Can you
You'd be
still
like,
get
"What's going on?"
dial-up?
Someone's surely doing dial-up, right? Somewhere.
Someone in the
Who's
yeah,
trying
rural.
to get to dial-up?
Yeah.
Well, you've got the Vodafone stick on the side of their PlayStation. It's calling the mobile network.
Yeah.
Argentina.
And then I played someone from the States, and that was lag free, and they kicked my ass. So, so yeah, I mean,
You
apparently,
still blamed leg, right?
I'd blame whatever.
Yeah.
But I think from what I've heard, the online code is good. They've based it on one of the, I think it was Third Strike. I might be wrong actually, but they based it on a game that had a lot of success with their netcode in the past. Netcodes are completely different. I don't know anything about that. It's a big area of development hassle. So the fact that I did have some good experience with people from the States spoke really highly of it. But at the same time, it just depends on who you're playing and what their connection's like, I guess. And being in New Zealand, we're always at that disadvantage of our internet's a little bit shit.
Well, it's Australia's leftover internet, really.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? So you're releasing a product, even because this is probably going to be what the final game is going to be like for Kiwis, where you've got a game that is going to be, the whole idea is to be playing it against another human.
Yeah.
And it's going to be likely based on all of the other fighting games that have sort of come out over the last 5-10 years, that there is going to be lag. You're going to have some matches that are fine, some that aren't. Do you, for me, it's almost the equivalent of, when the Wiimote came out, waggle controls versus button controls. When you push a button, it's going to work 100% of the time.
Yeah.
When it's the waggle, it's going to work 95% of the time. And is that good enough? So it's kind of is it good enough to have a game where the experience only works 50-60% of the time?
I think it's a huge problem in New Zealand for games like this. Especially, I think the fighting game genre of the following in New Zealand is not where it should be compared to other countries.
Yeah.
And I think that's because of the online situation. The people that are playing fighting games in New Zealand and enjoying them and playing them well are people that have actually set up communities to play locally.
Yeah.
So they're doing events, they're going, maybe on Friday nights, they're all meeting up and they're having that co-op experience, which is the way you should be playing fighting games because it's very, it's a very fast-paced kind of reaction game.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that there's anyone in New Zealand that could actually buy a copy of Street Fighter and play only online and really enjoy that and play competitively.
Yeah. Right. And it's not going to be the hardcore players that do that anyway, right? Like you said, it's going to be the hardcore guys will be the ones that are actually getting together and having competitions.
Yeah, but I think but you need to train, right? So there's these guys in the States and they're the hard out guys going to Evo and stuff. They'll be playing online, 6 hours a day. And they rely on that connection to be really good so they can practice.
Yeah.
They can't be in a group forever playing locally. So, anyone that wants to be in a competitive scene in New Zealand is going to be at that disadvantage where they can't just be online and have a completely lag-free experience the whole time.
Yeah.
Which basically just means we're more awesome because we just
Struggle
overcome
through
these adversities.
Come to think of it, were there any other stages apart from the New Zealand stage?
Yeah, the 3 stages.
There were. Oh, okay.
I played mostly on the New Zealand one. Just
so you can pick the stages?
No, you couldn't. So I was just lucky.
All right.
Just lands you there.
The New Zealand stage is amazing. It's the best fighting game stage I've ever seen. It's the whole art style. The whole art style in that game I love. I just think it all looks really cool. So the New Zealand stage has heaps of sheep in it.
Yeah.
It's all in the background. It's very green. It's very blue and fresh.
They dance. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and when you win, there's
sheep dance.
Yeah, everyone dances.
What the sheep dance?
They do. They sort of get up on their hind legs. They're like, yes.
On their hind legs?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
That's amazing.
So I noticed that when you finish the match and there's an extra, the person's doing the animation.
Yeah.
There's the what are those parrots called? I always forget their name.
Kias?
No, the ones that look like Takahis.
Oh, yeah.
Takahis,
They're not parrots, but
No,
okay.
they're not.
I thought they were a type of parrot.
Takahis.
I thought they're a parrot.
I don't think
They
so.
look like a parrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Takahis, they look really cool and they're kind of bobbing along on the ground there. So New Zealand native
Why are
birds
they
for the win.
dancing? It's their music.
We're a dancing nation. That's what we do.
Right.
All fighting
never
games
think
have
we're
really good sound.
crazy.
Just dance New Zealand.
I've got the Tekken soundtrack in my car.
People are going to think Capcom's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Well, the character assigned to it, that's the crazy part, isn't it? Isn't he just...
I haven't seen the character.
I
I
want
haven't
to
seen
see
the
that.
character either.
Yeah, so I don't know if they've come out and said he's a New Zealander, but
Yeah.
he's like kind of a tribal guy for red hair.
Right.
He can kind of go Super Saiyan. He's
That's
I mean,
what
that's
what we
accurate.
do.
That's
here.
It's accurate.
Yeah. All New
That's
Zealanders
actually
are
highly
Super
accurate.
Saiyans, yeah.
he wasn't in
He
the
stops
beta.
at the dairy.
I don't think he was.
Oh, he's
in
not in the
I
beta.
don't think he was in the beta.
Okay.
There's a couple of characters that aren't in the beta
Yeah.
that they have announced.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's cool. I would actually, if I see that's the thing. Like, I would love to buy this game, but I'm not going to play online. So then, who the hell am I going to play it with?
Yeah.
If only there was an app that I could connect with the people in that area.
Hey.
Leaving Tiger download. Okay.
The Wellington scene, the Rambat scene actually for Standing Fierce is growing massively, so...
That's cool. Get in touch with those guys.
Yeah.
They need to train me up for a couple of weeks.
Hell yeah.
I
Personal trainer.
work with a guy who does competitive Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if we could even
He's the
possibly.
standing fierce guy from Wellington. isn't
Dave?
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John.
he?
John Scully.
He's
Yeah,
SF Wellington.
Right, yeah. So we might even be able to see if I can talk him into
Doing a coaching round.
doing a coaching round. See if we
Yeah.
can get him in
You
here
worked
to
in
show
Saturday.
us how to play these games.
That'd
Yeah, that'd be
great.
cool.
Because I think we're all
No
pretty
pressure.
bad at them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrible. The worst.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So my fresh out of the fryer
yeah.
mine's going to start with a question actually. How many of you guys have actually played the original Pacman?
I
Yeah.
believe I have.
Yeah, you've all played.
Yeah.
I was actually
Or like
expecting
a
like
version
one or
of
two of
it.
you to go. No.
Well, like a version of it.
Yeah,
Right,
not,
right.
I don't know,
Yeah.
like, what was the
Yeah.
original
It's hard to
version of?
say.
Like either the arcade kind of.
Oh, yeah, I've played it at an
Either
arcade.
the tabletop
Yeah.
one or the, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So the guys behind Crossy Road, I think Hipster Whale, they released Pacman 256 last week, I think it is.
Nice.
And I am not a fan of mobile gaming at all. Everyone, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen me get
How's your
very
Hachi?
salty about that. It's gone. I
Oh, no.
I didn't die.
dying.
I put him
Everyone did die
down.
everywhere.
All right, I didn't. He didn't die.
You
I
put
got
him
rid
down.
of him.
You do that.
So the Pacman 256, I went in pretty apprehensively because I like Crossy Road, but again, it was that very mobile phone feeling where it's made for 30 seconds while you're waiting for something to heat up in the microwave.
Yeah.
Or there's a little bit of downtime. You just quickly waste it on
Waiting
your
for the
phone,
bus.
and then there's like just options to spend real money throughout the entire experience. Now, so I went into the Pacman 256 thinking, how did they get Namco Bandai on board to actually give up their
But
license
obviously
for that
just
kind of
finished
thing?
making Tamagotchis. So needed to
Yeah.
do something else. Great
But-
game.
And how's it going on
Yeah,
you?
it's still
It's
good.
gone
Still good.
as well. Yeah. But they've done a really amazing job of like nailing the retro feel of Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Cool.
it feels exactly like what you would expect the original Pac-Man to feel like if it just the one level never ended and you just sort of it scrolled upwards. Like they've nailed it. You've got the ghosts that chase you in different patterns depending on what color they are.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the power pellets which turn the tides and you can go around eating the ghosts. But the difference is that the infamous level 256 glitch, that sort of kill screen from the original arcade, is chasing you from the bottom upwards. And if you lag behind and you get taken over by that, it's game over.
Yeah.
But and they've got sort of two modes. They've got a completely free to play mode, so you don't have to wait for credits or anything to play. You don't have to buy credits. You can just play it, which is exactly that. So there's no. It's basically just that game scrolling up go as long as you can.
Yeah.
If you die, you can spend a credit to basically start where you died and carry on, and you grow your score even higher.
Yeah.
Sort of like a second life. But the one that you've kind of got to either wait for or pay for is it adds like unlockable abilities like power-ups, like lasers and stuff like that. And so you could
Exactly like classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
got
you're
this Tommy guns.
and it's almost the mode that makes it then feel like, oh, that's right, I'm
Yeah.
playing a mobile game.
Yeah.
Right.
Where as you play, you collect the little Crossy Road coins that are like dotted along, and you can use those to power up your power-ups, like upgrade them. And you can basically, if you die, like I said, you can use a credit to carry on one more time, but you've got 6 credits. And once those run out, I think you accrue a new credit every 10 minutes.
Right.
Or you can buy a handful for $1.29, or you can unlock unlimited ones for $10.
Or you can
And
give
then-
them your
then you're
firstborn
good.
child and win.
Yeah. And so
Unlimited for $10.
unlimited.
That's
so you've
not a good
spent-
business decision.
Well, I actually think they're going to get a lot of people that play it
That
for a
want
little
the
bit.
$10.
That just go, oh, I'll spend $10
But
right
it cuts
now.
off your whole whale market. They could have been spending thousands.
But I haven't finished.
Ah.
So,
But wait.
so they've got other ways to monetize it. So, like I said, you've got little coins that you can pick up and you can use to upgrade your weaponry.
Oh my god, can you buy outfits for the Pacman?
Not yet, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Pacman skins.
So with the coins, you can upgrade your weaponry, but you can also buy coins so you can upgrade your weapons faster. But like I said, my favorite mode is without the bonus sort of weaponry. It feels way more retro. It feels way more true to the original, and far way less than a mobile game. So it's definitely awesome. The one thing I was kind of hoping for, which is what you picked up, is I would love to see them having like the World Championship 2 Pacman that released on consoles, I think, and PC now. Has like a bunch of different themes that sort of go across all the different styles of Pac-Man that have been around, and I'd love to see them include that, and they could monetize the shit out of that as well.
Definitely,
Yeah, but definitely worth time.
Worth checking out.
Yeah, the other kind of new
Free
addition
ad.
is it's free at nothing. You don't have to pay for it, and if you play just the standard free mode, like I said, I think it's the best mode of the two anyway. It's kind of got an additional thing where if you collect 256 pellets in a row, it lets off a massive explosion that kills every single ghost on the board, and then they sort of start reappearing. So it forces you to make really shitty decisions the entire way. You're like, I'm at 181 pellets, and if I go this way, I'm going to be able to continue it, but I might die. Or I can go this way, and there's a gap in pellets, and it's going to restart my combo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Combo
I like
thing to
that.
get it.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so the whole board isn't just filled with pellets. You've got gaps where you kind of
Right.
yeah.
Sounds good.
So it's great. If you haven't played it, definitely jump on it. And help because I think it's 2 people in Australia, other hipster whale guys.
Nice.
So help our guys over the ditch.
Yeah, spend $10, get on into
We'll throw a
coins.
link down below.
Yeah.
Cool. That's probably all of our fresh and toasty guys.
I've got HalfLine Miami. I'm sorry, I haven't got my things on her note.
right.
It's
Throwing us
also
off.
got down. So I played something called I keep wanting to say Hot Life Miami, but it's not. It's HalfLine. It's the other coin of either names of them. HalfLine Miami. It's a fan-made version of an amalgamation of Hotline Miami and Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's free downloads. We'll put the IMDb link or whatever it is. It's not IMDb. It's like
IMDb.
it's like it's mod database MDB or something like that.
Right, it won't be
Info mod database. And yeah, so completely free game, amalgamation of Hotline Miami and Half-Life 2, and it's fantastic. It's real quick to play. It only takes about, I don't know, 10 minutes. If you're having trouble, maybe an hour, like sort of in between that ballpark. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you should stream.
Yeah, oh no, I did stream it. And I've got a video going up on YouTube soon about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Link it below.
Should I throw that on Hot Chips? No.
Well,
You guys can see if the content passes. No.
You do on the streams.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's an isometric game. It's top-down view. If you played some of the original GTAs, you know what I'm talking about. But it's got the mouse control for the firing mechanism. You can move your crosshair over enemies, and you know you're going to hit them. But this version is interesting. Hotline Miami uses guns, and you get different guns, and you shoot at people. But this one, you've only got a grav gun. You can only use the grav gun. You can pick up various objects and chuck them. And it nails the sound, and it probably uses all the sound files from Half-Life 2. And it nails the story, and it nails all the little quick segments and the enemy types and things.
Is it all built using Half-Life? Have they just sort of manipulated the camera and stuff, or is it completely new? Like they've built it from the ground up themselves?
I don't actually know. I don't know if they used the Hotline Miami code or if they completely rebuilt it with the Hotline Miami style in mind, which I think that's what they did. Otherwise, you'd think that there were a lot of issues with that. But maybe Hotline Miami has a whole bunch of mod-friendly things, because a lot of games these days are like mod-friendly stuff. You can build stuff on this engine that we created, do some fun stuff. But that's the thing, it's a free downloadable game, so how does that sort of play into it? But it's a crap ton of fun, and the two games working together are just perfect, and it's so fun to play. Check it out. Check it out again. Completely free.
And I guess that's what's fresh out the fryer this week.
Yeah.
Crisp and tasty.